What is this? What happened to Halo? $100 for 35 gold packs. 13 free. But $100 for gold packs. What happened to you, Halo? Who hurt you? Who did this to you? I'm just... This is gonna be a pretty bad review. If you don't know, I am a huge fan of the Halo series. I loved Halo since I was about 7. Halo 2 was one of the first games that I've played, and me and my brother and my dad, we loved it. We played the heck out of it until Halo 3. And Halo 3 was probably the best Halo for me, because you could hijack those scarabs and feel like a boss, you know? Until Halo 4 came around, and I started to not care. The story was all over the place, and it didn't focus on the actual Halo rings and Flood. So I just stopped caring about Halo for a little bit, and Halo 5 came around, and it was advertised to us like Agent Locke and Master Chief were gonna have this epic boss fight, you know? I thought we were gonna have this huge boss fight with Blue Team and Osiris fighting each other to the death. Until I finished the campaign. And the campaign is worse than Just Cause 3's. It is worse than probably any other campaign that I have played, with the biggest cliffhanger I have ever seen. The game just ends like in I'm not talking much, but because I'm just so disappointed. The campaign just ends. To be continued in Halo 6, 7, 8, whatever comes next. With no Flood, no Halo rings to speak of. Which is what Halo is called. Halo rings. So anyway, Halo 5 campaign. I'm gonna start with the campaign. It was...
Enemy captured the garage.
I did it on Heroic with a friend, and it was pretty difficult. It wasn't impossible. Legendary was probably impossible, but I like to see someone do it by themselves, because holy crap, it's gonna be a ride. Campaign is difficult on Heroic. It's challenging. I'll say that. But when you finish it, it's there's 13 levels or so. I don't know. I don't keep track. But there are 3 missions involving the Master Chief and Blue Team. Only 3 in Halo, which every other Halo had to do with the Master Chief. This one is focused on Agent Locke, who I have no idea who the heck he is. In the expanded universe, he was in Halo Nightfall or something. He was in the comics. No, half the people who play, more than half the people who play Halo, have no idea who these people are. Agent Locke, Vale, Tanaka, Linda, Kelly, and Frederick, whatever. More than half of the people who play Halo don't care about the expanded universe. They just want to play the games. I knew about Linda and no, not Linda, Kelly and Fred through Halo Legends, but that's the only thing I saw from them. I didn't care about the expanded universe. I just wanted to play the game. And so they're giving us these characters that we have no idea who they are, or where they came from, or why they're Spartans. It's dumb how they expect us to know all these people who the majority of Halo players don't really care about the expanded universe, because they just want to play the game. And most people who play Halo play it for the campaign, which I did. I played Halo for the campaign until Halo 5, which I'll get to in a second. And I played Halos for the campaign because the multiplayer, it was okay, it was fun, but the campaign was excellent. The storyline was great for the first 3 Halos until Halo 4 came around with 343 messing everything up about the Halo rings, and the Flood had nothing to do with anything about them. But it was great until Halo 4. Then I just stopped caring. And yeah. So, let's get to what everyone else likes about Halo 5. The multiplayer. Okay? How was that? It is fun, alright? It's fun when you play with friends. Especially in Arena when there's not a bunch of people using overpowered stuff, and we'll get to that in a second. And the Arena is just like every other Halo. It's just like King of the Hill Big Team Battle was just released a while ago. And it's fun. I like the Warzone concept of 12 on 12 with AIs everywhere, but I expected a lot more AIs just in the middle of the battlefield, just running around, like in Titanfall, on how the grunts would just run around and be like, holy crap, there's a Spartan there, or there's a pilot there. And I thought they would just be running around, just being like grunts, just weaklings, but they would help carry the flow of battle. They would just be there to feel like it's a huge battle, or a huge war zone, whatever as the name is. But I expected a lot more AIs to be running around. That would have been a lot cooler, but I guess all the AIs are for is to spawn bosses and to be inside your bases. But other than that, the multiplayer is good until we get to the rec system, the requisitions. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this, but the rec system was a big mistake. It was a huge mistake in Halo. If you don't know what it is, it's basically Battlefield 4's battle packs that you could use real money to purchase equipment for your Spartan or for your character. Either it be character customizations, weapons, vehicles, and it was just a huge mistake to do this. Think of Destiny
Covenant at the comm tower.
and Battlefield mixed together. Destiny and Battlefield 4 mixed together.
Covenant patrol at the comm tower.
Think of it.
Wreck confirmed.
And think of the RNG loot system that Destiny has, and the battle packs that you could use real money for
Teammates are falling to the Covenant
in Battlefield 4. What do you get? Probably the most ridiculous system of RNG I have ever seen. Okay,
We've gained
so
the lead.
for someone who is unlucky and can't get a good vehicle or power weapon, they won't be able to get the really cool tanks or weapons. I'm sorry if you can hear that in the background, but they won't be able to get really cool stuff. But for someone who is super unlucky, then that team is gonna fail because they
Enemy
don't have
eliminated the Night Marshal.
good stuff.
We've lost the lead.
They don't have good equipment. And the other team, who is apparently super lucky, could get the best stuff in the game and use it against the other team. The rec points are just a good enough restriction. You have a certain amount of rec points, and you gain more rec points as you play the match. And the rec points are just a good enough restriction as it is. You don't need to restrict us to finding it in a rec pack. The points are just a good enough restriction to where if we want a Scorpion tank, we have to save up our rec points for that tank. And if they're a one-time use,
Enemy
then that's
captured the
dumb.
East Armory.
That's the vehicles
Enemy controls
are
all
what
bases.
Halo
Four is vulnerable.
are what Halo 5 is best
Enemy is
at.
halfway to victory.
The Scorpion tanks, the Wraiths, the Warthogs, the Ghosts. They're awesome, but having to restrict them from us is ridiculous. Most of the time, I just see infantry everywhere in Warzone, and the only time I see vehicles is on the enemy team because I have terrible luck. I've opened about 5 or 6 or 7 gold packs without using real money. You get a certain amount of rec points as you play matches, and I've opened about 6 or 7, and
Enemy
I've only
eliminated
gotten
Night Strategos.
one tank, and the rest of them are just a bunch of shotguns and kneelers. That's basically all I got. I don't want shotguns because as soon as I walk up to an enemy, they're gonna kill me. It just the points, the rec points are just a good enough restriction as it is. I don't need to be searching for a good weapon or vehicle, farming, grinding for hours trying to find that one tank that I need, and then when I finally get it, I finally get the tank, I finally use it as a vehicle in Warzone, and then when I get out, I immediately get killed, which is a waste. And then I have to search for it again for hours. Now, if you have good luck, if you have amazing luck, then you probably don't have this problem. But for someone who doesn't, then they're gonna get crap. They're gonna get a bunch of shotguns and kneelers and field rod cannons. It's ridiculous. See, that's a Scorpion tank. That was a Scorpion tank right there. You wanna know how we got it? From a gold rec pack. Or silver. Or whatever. Plus the armor that you get in the game. Remember in the last a couple of Halos where you would finish the game on Legendary and you would get the coolest looking armor in the game? And when you play multiplayer, your teammates or the opponents would say, "Holy crap, this guy's wearing Master Chief armor," or "Holy crap, this guy's wearing like Hayabusa armor. He must have been playing the game on Legendary by himself. He must be really good." But no, when you walk up to an enemy or an ally who has really cool looking armor, you'll say, "Oh, he got that from a rec pack. He's not that good." It's stupid. You should give us something to finish the game. I don't know. I haven't finished the game on Legendary, so I don't know. But I hope they give us something to complete the game on Legendary. And there are so many customization options. There are so many helmets. There are so many armor pieces. And the only way to unlock them is by getting gold packs. You get at least 2 permanent pieces, which are customization options, for 1 gold pack, which costs 10,000 rec points or RP, whatever. It costs 10,000, and you get at least 900, 1,000 RP each match, maybe, if you're good. So, say you start from 0, and you have to farm about 10 matches just to get that 1 gold pack. And if you're lucky, you could get a Scorpion tank, some cool armor pieces. But if you're not, you're gonna get crap. It's stupid. The rec system is stupid. Go ahead, throw all your hate at me. I don't care. Halo 5, you disappointed me. And somewhat of Halo 4. Hopefully, you slow down this money-making process of monopoly and give us what we want, which is a good, fair multiplayer game, multiplayer system. Halo 3 and 4 and 2 were very fair. You would find weapons on the battlefield. You would find vehicles on the battlefield. And it was fair. And you would have loadouts that you could use, which were fair enough. You would have to farm just a little bit to get those weapons, but it was fair. But now, look at all this. Look at all these cool armor pieces that you could get for opening gold packs and silver packs. And you get a higher chance for gold packs. It is ridiculous. $100 for 15 free gold packs. Oh sure, the 15 free is gonna make you buy it. $100 for 34. Money. Real life money. It's ridiculous. This game gets... I don't know anymore. 4 out of 10. It is ridiculous. It is disappointing to me from a good Halo fan.